So welcome to our wonderful Zoom, Bring Spring into New Possibilities. How you guys do? How you be? So with everything, and by the way, you can unmute yourself by clicking on the microphone or raise your hand in there. So for people who don't know me, I'm trying to see, there might be somebody that don't know me. I'm Helen Gitlevich, and I'm a medical doctor who decided to quit her practice and join the world of energetic healing. How does it get any better than that? And that's one of the tools of access consciousness we will be talking today about. The idea is the world is pretty much in the fear zone. Fear, and some people, I guess, frustrated and angry because there is a lot of quarantine going on. People are on lockdown. And it's funny because I was traveling. I was facilitating classes and doing classes. I actually facilitated the class in Italy, in Rome, right before the whole thing with epidemic started. I was there until 26th of February, and I think the first cases showed up 1 or 2 days before I left, which was kind of interesting. I'm like, didn't think much, went to Dublin for a few days, went to Vienna, and then things started getting out of control. In Barcelona, I got kicked out from the hotel, literally. I was told the hotel is closing down, and by 8 in the morning on Monday, I had to get out, which was Saturday night. I'm not kidding you. On Saturday night, they told me I have less than 2 days to find a place to stay or get out of the country. Thank God USA still was letting me in on the condition that I'll stay in quarantine for 14 days at home. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm at home, enjoying my quarantine, creating. And what else is possible now? So let's talk about how we can change problems into possibilities. Because a lot of people look at the epidemic as a problem. In reality, first of all, it's just a virus, and it's less virulent than plague. So far, we have 8,000 deaths. In the world, 7.7 billion people. Plague in the Middle Ages killed 50 million people. Did you know that? That's a difference. And I believe SARS actually killed more people than the coronavirus. But anyway, people do die right now, and what if it's not a wrongness? What if it's not a problem? What if it is a choice? And I know it's hard to say when your loved ones is dying or your loved ones is sick. What if there is something we can choose differently today? What if people don't have to die? Even if the doctors say they will. What if we can choose something different? There is a lot of energy processes we can run to change things from problems into possibilities. Number one, asking what else is possible here. Asking what can we change here. And a lot of times things pop up. You might need some supplement. What if you took a lot more vitamin C? What if you took MSM? What if you did essential oils? And the drugs that are effective against malaria actually works with the coronavirus. So I'm going to be using clearing statement of access consciousness, which is right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And you can, if you're not familiar, but I think people here are familiar with that, you can check it out on the website, theclearingstatement.com. So everything that you've decided coronavirus is, that it's not, and everything that you decided this epidemic is, that's not, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere where you decided that it is a problem, the flu, the illness, and it's relevant to you, will you also let it go and destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Thank you. Right, wrong, bad, POC, POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. What if you don't have to suffer? What if it's an invitation to something different? Yes, the world is separated right now. We cannot hug people. We cannot shake their hands unless we're wearing gloves. What if that's an invitation to different reality with our bodies? What if it is actually looking at what works for us, what doesn't work for us? What if it is about choosing something different? Everything that is, everything, all the judgment that's coming up right now, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Thank you. Right, wrong, good, bad, battle, 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. What does this epidemic actually mean to you? Ooh, we have somebody that is creating something. So what is that you're unwilling to be? You guys muted me too. So everything that you've decided that is a problem instead of possibilities, will you destroy and uncreate that? Thank you. Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. What does coronavirus mean to you? And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. How can you turn the problem of the epidemic, or pandemic as they call it now, into infinite possibilities? And everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Do you know that it's actually this quarantine is changing Earth? Right now, the canals in Venice actually become clear. We can see the fish and the dolphins starting to come in from the sea. And first time in a long time, people could see Earth from space in China. The pollution is going away. And anything that doesn't allow Earth to survive and thrive, that would allow us to thrive, will you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And what if it's not a wrongness for people to choose to die? What if it is a possibility of coming back in a new body that's not sick? Because the virus actually affects people who are old and sick, who've been suffering. What if it is something that gives them ease and possibilities? And everything that doesn't allow you to know, receive that, will you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POT, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Any questions? Because this is your Zoom. This is a free Zoom that we can talk freely about what is, what is not, and you can ask any questions. You can either unmute you or put it in the chat. Yeah, where does the,
Yeah. I'm in a situation where I'm finding that I watch the news with my hubby. I try and use my interesting point of view tool, and am in a choice of, okay, do I shut down my massage practice? Do I still go to my direct care job next Tuesday where I work with adults with disabilities? And there's just so much like chatter in the ethers about that is, sorting out what part is truth, what part makes sense, what part will create greater, what part is lie and distractor implant.
so what do you know?
Interest. Yeah. So
What do you know?
I know to ask, like, as far as to ask what's going to create
so
greater.
when we ask, what do you know about the virus that you haven't acknowledged?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that. And everything that doesn't allow you to know, be, receive, and perceive that, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yep.
Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POT, all nine shorts and beyonds. What your life will be if you go and work on Tuesday. Just get the feel of the energy.
Yep.
And what your life will be in 5 years if you don't go.
Yeah. And that's the questions that for a while there I forget to ask, and then
Yeah, and
remember to ask
look
it,
at
then
what's required.
it changes things. Yeah.
And look what's required, because right now one of the guidelines is to use mask when you work with people, and especially when you're touching them.
Yeah. And we
And
won't
that's
have
illegally, and that's illegally. And not
Yeah.
to work if you have any symptoms. Doesn't matter if it's a corona or not.
Yeah. Right.
So everything that doesn't allow you to know, be, receive, and perceive that, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yep. And like Marion is saying,
what
does my body know? Yeah.
Exactly. And as far as we are concerned, if you're doing body processes, especially MTVSS, especially on the joints, it's very hard to get any viruses in your system.
Yeah.
So just run MTVSS on you.
Good reminder.
And if you're not familiar with that, that's a body process, hands-on access, which changes DNA into something different. You can learn that in an evening class, a full day class, 3-day body classes, or during foundation. And by the way, we're doing foundation online this time. How does it get any better than that? So people from anywhere in the world can join us on April 4th through 7th in Chicago area. And we will be learning a lot and clearing a lot of issues that anybody has, as far as any problems, money, relationship, or anything else. So cool. Thank you, Victoria. Anybody else has any questions or problems?
Marcy has a question in the chat about, are there differences suggested with running the process on yourself?
You can, MTVSS is very interesting. You can pretty much ask it to run, and it will. You can put your hands on the positions, let's say immune system, and it will run. It's not as effective as when somebody else runs it, just like bars, but it does work. And during foundation, we'll be working on ourselves, because as I said, it will be online, unless you will have a partner with you that will be taking foundation with you, then you will be playing together. So, any other questions? And so let's run some processes. What are the infinite possibilities that you haven't acknowledged that are available to you that you refuse to be? Everything that is and everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pack and pot, all nine shorts, poison, beyonds. What new body processes are in foundation this year? I haven't looked at the foundation, but I don't believe we have new processes in foundation. There are a lot of new verbal processes, a lot of new information, but not actual body processes. Body processes, the new body processes are in a body class, which is a 3-day body class. We have about, I want to say 15 new body processes in the body class that just been added from advanced, and about same amount new body processes in advanced body class that's been just changed.
So what are the basic ones that are anchored in foundation then, Helen?
It's MTVSS, BMM, cellular memory, thymus exercise, and I think at this moment that's it, because the rest went to the bars class. The exit stage left, the trifold sequencing system, and so on and so forth. But we will be, I believe there is new processes about possibilities, about exoskeleton. The question is, can we go into what those processes do? Of course, MTVSS is pretty much for any problems. There is different hand position for different systems. There is immune system. There is hormonal system. What it does, it works on the molecular level of DNA and changes it to original blueprint. It actually works on any molecules in the body. And by that virtue, it's very generic as far as it works on cancer, it works on viruses, infections, it works on so many things. Cellular memory, of course, it works on cells. Any injury that people have, any surgery, any trauma, emotional, physical, will by working with the body, kind of reverse it. It goes before the trauma occurs. So we're unlocking all that trauma so people can live happily ever after, pretty much. I wouldn't say that, but it takes a lot from the body, so the suffering is released. And yes, Rachel, yes, I'm on. And we're talking about body processes. Thank you. So with BMM, anytime when you're mimicking somebody, and by mimicking, I mean, oh, I don't want to be like my mom, or when I grow up, I would like to be my mom. It's pretty much you taking it into your body, into your psyche, and it's kind of like stuck. And being like your mom includes everything, including diseases, including problems, including relationship issues. So we're pretty much allowing ourselves to take on other people's images. And that's not just parents, it's pretty much anybody we sympathize with. Oh, why is that person suffering so much? We take it on. So biomimetic mimicry will unlock that and helps to clear it from your body and from everything from your being as well. Does that answer? I know it's a long explanation, but that's kind of what we do there. So any other questions about foundation or about turning problems into possibilities? And this spring, my invitation is not to focus on what the problem is outside. Well, we cannot even go outside right now. It's so funny because this morning the birds were so loud. First time in a long time that I'm hearing so many birds out. And I think part of it, the pollution is gone. So how does it get any better than that? So what if we look at everything that's going on now, not as a problem, but as a possibility? And yes, I will go outside and when the rain stops, because in Chicago it's been raining and storming the last couple of days. So again, what did you make so vital, valuable, and real about problems and problem solving that you avoid turning everything into possibilities? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pack and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Whose lies, what lies, and how many lies are you using to avoid infinite possibilities in your life with your body? Are you choosing everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pack and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Whew. Wow, there was a lot of charge on that. Whatever I just said, will you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pack and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Whose lies, what lies, and how many lies are you using to avoid infinite possibilities you could be choosing but refusing? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pack and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Whose lies, what lies, and how many lies are you using to avoid infinite possibilities you could be choosing but refusing? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pack and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So how you guys do and be? Any questions? Okay, then we'll continue.
Marcy had a question in the chat.
Okay. Let's go up. I guess I missed that. Marcy, would you like to unmute you and ask your question?
Hello, Helen.
Hi, dear.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, sweetie?
Good to see you. I find sometimes, you know, that you're taking on the crazy, you know, so I'll put barriers down and walls down and expand the space. And I'm just wondering, with these circumstances, is there any other tools and techniques to help keep yourself clear? Because
Have you been using who does that belong to? An interesting point of view.
Yes.
Okay. The idea is a lot of times when we actually take on, what if you don't have to take it on?
Promise?
Everything that is, we just try and create that. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Right.
The idea is, the idea is we're aware. We're always aware.
Right.
But what do we do with that awareness? We, instead of I'm sensing this, what do? We say, oh, I feel this. I feel fear, or I'm sad, or I'm scared. That means we are taking it on.
Okay.
We're pretty much putting it in our body. Instead of, oh, what am I sensing here? Oh, cool. People are scared. Cool. Okay. What's required here? Maybe a little bit of energy to them. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This way, you are not taking it on. So, what's stupidity? And stupidity is not calling you stupid, but it's unawareness. So, what stupidity are you using to take on other people's problems you're choosing?
Yes.
Everything that is, we destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, puck and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And sometimes asking, who does that belong to? But not just like asking it, being it, but sometimes it's helpful to ask, who does that belong to? Who does that belong to? Who does that belong to? Who the fuck does that belong to?
Okay.
And this way is that a lot of times starts shifting. Let's do it all together.
Okay.
Who the fuck does that belong to? Who the fuck does that belong to? Who the fuck does that belong to?
Who the fuck does that belong to? Who the fuck
How does it feel?
What does that belong
Who
to?
the fuck does that belong to?
Who does that belong to? Who the fuck does that belong to?
That belongs to.
And
How
you
much laughter just from that.
yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
And shivers too.
Changed a little bit.
Yeah, and we don't have to take anything so seriously.
Nope.
Yeah.
No. What if it's all a joke?
Yeah.
What if it's as simple as, oops, I think I'm muted too.
I got it.
So what if it's a sixth sense of humor of the universe or God or whatever you call it, and it's our job pretty much laugh with the universe instead of being serious and crying. How many of you have
And
misidentified?
isn't that what the earth is actually asking us for? More of that laughter?
Yeah,
More of that relaxation?
relaxation and laughter. Maybe that coronavirus is asking us to slow down, to stop.
Look.
Oh, yes! I cannot go out and get corona. I'm on quarantine. So
Me too. We're
that,
quarantined for 2 weeks. Thankfully, that was part of our Purim basket that we received from the rabbi. Is a good sense of humor.
cool. How does it get any better than that? And everything that's coming up right now about quarantine, about sense of humor or lack of it, or not willing to choose laughter over crying, let's destroy and uncreate that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pak, pat, all nine shorts.
Right, wrong, good and bad, bug and pop, my shorts, voice and beans.
So, whose lies, what lies, and how many lies are you using to avoid laughing into possibilities you're not choosing that you could be choosing? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pak and pat, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What if it's kind of like you do an exercise in the morning, looking in the mirror, and just start laughing? Just laughing, just to be that joy. Anything that doesn't allow you to be the joy you could be, will you destroy and uncreate that? Ooh, right, wrong, good, pak, pat, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So truth, what's the value of not being the joy?
Oh, I was going to make a little comment. Years and years ago in my husband's office, we would get everybody to stand around in a circle, and one person would say, ha, and then the next person would say, ha, ha, and then the next person would say, ha, 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 and the next person, ha, ha, ha. By just, I don't know, 6, 7 people, everybody was just rolling, laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. It was several minutes of laughing. And it totally changed the energy in a corporate environment. It could definitely do that anywhere, even, shouting out to the neighbors down the street or getting on the phone
Let's
with
do it
some
now.
just doing a laughter. Sure.
Let's do it now. Ha, ha,
Ah, Helen, lo que le queda de escuchar es para
de esto mismo, de las barras y el proceso de...
You want to do your number?
Yeah, thank you, Rachel. That was wonderful. So, how much more possibilities can we have with the laughter that we could be choosing? Everything that is, everything that doesn't allow that, let's destroy and uncreate that.
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pak and pat, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness, and choice can magic, miracle, and mysteries of possibilities can we be to create a totally different reality beyond this reality with total ease? And anything that doesn't allow that, let's destroy and uncreate that. Thank you. Right and wrong, good and bad, pak and pat, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Whew. How cool is that? Any other questions? How you all be?
Light.
Yeah.
You mean we have choice?
Lighter.
Yeah. Surprisingly, we have a choice. We can choose possibilities. We can choose drama. We can choose trauma. We can choose suffering, or we can choose joy. We can choose possibilities. We can choose birds chirping and singing. And we can choose dancing and laughing. It's all about choosing. So let's play. And whoever would like to join me for the online foundation on the 4th of April, you're welcome to do that.
April 4th. That's soon.
Ah, that's soon, yeah.
That's soon. I call them, I call foundations at the beginning of the year a attitude adjustment.
Yep, it is. It is as simple as
I would probably add a toolkit for being able to deal with this world and all the crazy that's going on in it, and actually being able to thrive. Honestly, I have no idea how I would have survived the last few weeks and the craziness everywhere we've been. Helen and I are sort of globetrotting in different places, but both globetrotting, and it was really, really interesting to see so much madness around and to be relaxed through all of the crazy and not to have the point of view that everybody else did. And all that comes straight out of the foundation class, straight out of the tools that I've done. It's brilliant, brilliant.
It's this book of tools that helps to deal with anything that universe people can throw at you pretty much. And with everything I've been dealing the last year or more, I would say last few years, I don't think I would have been in that mood I am right now. I'm actually very joyful right now. I'm waking up with a smile. And this is all because of the tools of access consciousness. And even when things kind of like get into my universe, I'm getting aware of stuff. I'm like, interesting choice for some people. Not mine. And another tool we can use is fracking. Because it's what they use in oil companies to break the surface of the topsoil of Earth to get to oil. So we can frack the insanity. So we can get to the consciousness and fun and joy and possibilities. So let's take all our frustration, pain, any emotional pain, any physical pain you have, and let's do some fracking.
Even our laughter, you know?
Yeah.
Anything that we can tap into.
Yeah. So let's frack the insanity. 1, 2, frack, 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 frack. How do you feel right now? Any different? Yeah. So let's play. And yeah, Miriam, we're actually almost done. Any questions before we go? Let's have fun now. Let's have joy. And let's spring into possibilities. Because this spring is starting tomorrow. So with tomorrow, is it the solstice?
Today is the first full day of spring because of leap year.
Yeah.
Oh, today?
That was yesterday, and today is the first day of spring because of leap year.
Yeah.
So today, let's do it today. Start choosing more for us.
And put a spring in our step.
Yep. And spring ourselves into different reality.
And ease with all the change and opportunities and possibilities.
Exactly.
Yep.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm stopping the recording.